Woody Womack joined by Mike Farrell for his weekly picks. Let's jump right in, Mike. We got a limited schedule this week, but
Very limited.
we still got some good ones. All right, Notre Dame coming off their big win against Clemson, 13.5-point favorites on the road.
Austin. Actually, you know what? We just talked about my lock of the week, and I just changed my mind. This is my lock of the week. Boston College is going to cover this. It's a rivalry game for them. They're at home. Notre Dame's coming off a huge victory. I think this is a closer game than 2 touchdowns. So this is my lock of the week. I know I ruined the segment already, but I can do 2 locks of the week, right? Because I do have another one for later.
All right. Yeah, you did. You did ruin it. So I'm gonna take Boston College too. So we both like the Eagles and a little bit of a letdown game for the Irish. We still like Notre Dame to win, but it'll be close.
They might lose. They might lose.
Okay,
just keep it in mind.
All
they
right.
might lose.
Very fishy line here. Miami going to Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech, after losing to Liberty last week, is a 2-point favorite. Who you got, Mike?
Yeah, I have Miami. Again, they're not the best team in the world, but De'Ara King is difficult to stop. Virginia Tech coming off that loss to Liberty. They're going to be playing better. They're going to be angry, but I don't believe in Fuente. This is a 4-3 football team, underachieving. They've got a good running back in Herbert, and quarterback situation's average. But De'Ara King's going to carry Miami to victory, and it might not be a big one. They might win by 3, but I do like Miami to win.
I'm gonna go with Virginia Tech. Just based on the fishy factor, something seems odd that
that's a very fishy line right there. Very fishy.
Maybe they know something we don't. Indiana going on the road to Michigan State. Indiana 7-point favorite. Who do you like here?
This is another tough one too because Indiana's playing so well. Michigan State's obviously coming off of that drubbing, but I'm going to go with Indiana. I mean, just looking at the way Michigan State has played in a couple different games this year. There's no way you could pick them to cover that 7.5, even if they're at home. They really look like an awful football team. They beat Michigan, I get it, but Indiana's a much better football team.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Indiana as well. Yeah, even though it could be, you never know. Michigan State could play a good game defensively, but it's only a touchdown. So USC, a 14-point road favorite at Arizona. A lot of people picking a blowout here. What do you think, Mike?
I would think so. I mean, they didn't look that great against Arizona State last week. They've got all the weapons. You would have to expect some of their guys that didn't step up last week to have big games, and Slovis is the better quarterback. So you got to think USC is going to win a football game by 3 touchdowns at least. So I would say take the 14.5 and lay it down and pick USC.
Yeah, I'm going to take USC, but that's more of a pick against Arizona. I didn't like what I saw from USC last week. In a game they should have lost. Northwestern going to Purdue, 2.5-point road favorites, the Wildcats. Who do you like?
It's a tough one too. Purdue's been playing well. Northwestern's been playing well. And, I really don't know which team to believe in. I'm going to go with Purdue because they're at home and they're a home dog. But that's just a hunch. I mean, this is a sort of a toss-up game to me, and either team could win. But take Purdue getting 3 points at home.
Yeah, I'm going to take Northwestern, even though, once again, I don't have a ton of faith in Northwestern. And if Rondale Moore decides to play, is he still around? Does he exist? What?
He's still around. I don't know if he's going to decide to play or not, but he's still around.
All right.
They don't need him. They got David Bell. They don't need Rondale Moore.
Yeah, they got David Bell and the other Kentucky guy who I can't remember right now off the top of my head, who was in the Rivals 250, the receiver. Right. Why can't I remember his name? Anyway.
I don't have any idea, but
he's number 0.
Good enough for me.
He's number 0. He had a touchdown. Wisconsin going to Michigan, 4.5-point favorites. We don't know who's playing. We don't know what's going on.
We don't know which Michigan team we're going to see. They've been horrible the last 2 weeks, and they look good against Minnesota, but Minnesota kind of stinks. So I'm going to go with Michigan. I'm going to go with Michigan. Again, a home dog getting 4.5. I don't know if they win, but if they do lose, it's going to be by a field goal.
Yeah, I'm going to take Michigan as well. Even though if Mertz is playing, Wisconsin should take care of business here. Arkansas going to Florida, 17-point
Yeah,
underdog without their coach. What do you think?
that's too much. Florida's going to win the game, but the Arkansas defense is actually pretty good. Kyle Pitts isn't going to play. I think Florida is going to have a slight letdown after the win over Georgia. So I do like Arkansas to cover the 17.5, but Florida to win by double digits.
All right, I'll take Arkansas too. SMU going to Tulsa. Tulsa, a 2.5-point favorite at home. They haven't played a lot this season. They missed a lot of games, but they have looked good when they have played.
Smooth's going to blow them out. I know it's in Tulsa, but SMU has a potent offense. Shane Buechele is probably the best Texas Longhorn quarterback in college football right now, and he's going to lead that offense, I think, to a blowout victory over Tulsa. So I like getting the points there.
I was feeling bad because we were picking too many of the same games, but I'm going to take Tulsa.
No, I like that because you've been on fire and I suck. So I'm glad you're agreeing with a lot of my picks.
Coastal Carolina, undefeated. They're going to Troy as an 11-point favorite.
Okay, so this is my new Alabama. So whenever you ask me if Alabama is going to cover, my answer is always going to be Alabama. My new answer is Coastal Carolina. I don't know anything about them. I don't know, but I do know that I picked them to lose and they won 55-3. So Coastal Carolina all the way. I'm riding them till the end.
Okay, I'm going to take Troy to cover. You better learn about him because you're going to be writing about their 2-star quarterback when he's a first-round pick in 3 years. So
I don't want to write about that. I already got Kyle Trask to write about it. I don't need another one.
yeah, Grayson McCall is his name, I believe. So it better be his name. If not, if that's the Marshall quarterback, I'm really in trouble. I forget his name too. He's pretty good. Anyway, MTSU traveling to Marshall.
Yeah. Well,
Marshall,
the anniversary, right? This is where College Game Day should be, right?
Well, maybe, yeah.
They're laying 24. They're gonna whoop them up. They're gonna do it for the team that lost so many players in the plane crash, and I think they're a little bit ticked too at Marshall that they aren't on game day and they're at Augusta. So I got Marshall covering this and absolutely blowing out Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm going to take Marshall as well. And then we have last game of the week, South Alabama traveling to Louisiana. They are 16-point underdogs.
This is fun because Louisiana should win this game. They should blow them out. South Alabama has been an okay football team recently, but not this year. And Louisiana should win this game with new South Carolina head coach Billy Napier should win this game by 20 points. So take Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you. I think I won some money on USA earlier in the year, but yeah, I'm going with them. Liberty's also playing, I think, Western Carolina.
I don't think there's a line.
Yeah, no line on that game, but there'll be one tomorrow and take Liberty no matter what it is. Should be about 35, I bet.
Yeah, and did we do Oregon already? Is that my lock? Is that what we're gonna do?
Please stop.
I'm ruining it all.
Okay. Please, if you're watching this on Twitter, please watch our other video for Mike's lock of the week, which he did at the beginning of this to mess up the entire video system and a fitting day.
It's gonna work though. People are going to watch more. So let's talk Pac-12. Let's talk Oregon and Washington State. Let's talk your guy, Jaden DeLora, starting as a true freshman, your Hawaii discovery. Travell Harris, good player as well. Washington State, solid football team, 1-0, but Oregon's going to win this game by 2 touchdowns. And yes, I know they do go into run and pound mode when they get ahead, but they're going to run and pound to a 2-touchdown victory over Washington State in Pullman.
Okay, so you take I'm gonna take Washington State. I didn't have faith in Oregon last week. I think they did cover, but Stanford also missed like 5 field goals.
And I don't even know who's playing on Stanford. Again, this Pac-12, you just don't know what players are going to be available. It's similar to a couple other games around the country where, like Wisconsin, guys are going to be missed and you don't know. So, we'll see. Or Oregon on paper, though, I like show. I like the running game. The defense is awesome. You've seen Noah Sewell. He's a real man. Already as a freshman, they're gonna beat him by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Jaden DeLora, come on, baby. Listen, every coach, and you have no idea how many coaches are probably just dreading getting texts from me. He had no offers. I texted so many coaches. Please, you got to offer this kid. He's the next quarterback from Hawaii.
Idiots.
Nobody listened. I think at the end, didn't he get like USC and a bunch at the end?
A lot of interest at the end, yeah. But Nick saw it. Nick believed you. Nick's your guy. And DeLora he's the man. I mean, he's a very good quarterback. I just like Oregon as a national power. But yeah, you're going to be rooting for Jaden and the Hawaii connection. I know how much you love Hawaii, and I think it could be an interesting game. But I think in the end, it'll be a 2-touchdown victory, I hope.
Okay.
Or I'm wrong. Who knows? I mean, I've been so awful at this. It's just unbelievable. Did I do any better last week?
I didn't add them up. I didn't have time. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't even know. I think I sucked.
You're above 500. That's all that matters. I did go 15-4 last time I was on. So amazing picks by me that I didn't follow my own advice on.
Yeah, that can't happen again. I mean, that's amazing. You could have made so much money. You could have retired.
I could have. Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks, Mike. Be sure to follow Mike on Twitter at Rivals Mike. Check out our YouTube channel for more amazing content like these college football picks.
Amazing.